Good morning and welcome to Ashley Advises, where Ashley, that is me, advises you on things you need to know about the dealership industry, automotive industry, however you would like to say it. Mainly service, because that's what I am. I'm a service advisor and I want people to be in the know. I want these transitions and these experiences for you guys to be easier, but I have to explain to you how these things work in order for you to understand. I deal with a lot of upset customers, but I'll explain that in a minute as to why I deal with a lot of upset customers. Now, my first topic for the day is I want to talk about appointment times. Now, appointment times do not mean you get in the door as soon as you get there. I know I wish it worked that way in a perfect world, but even in a doctor's office, if your appointment is set at 11 o'clock, you will probably be sitting in the waiting room for a good 30-45 minutes before they even call your name to come back. And there's reasons why. Same thing as in a doctor's office. Sometimes that patient's visit might take a little bit longer than you originally expected, and that's okay. Same thing goes on in the dealership. So whenever you set your appointment, let's say you schedule your appointment at 10 o'clock, right? All right. Well, per advisor, you get one appointment every half hour. So if you have 3 advisors, my dealership right now has 4. So if you have 3 advisors and you're allotted one appointment or one scheduled service every 30 minutes, well, that's 3 every 30 minutes. That's almost 10 before you even step foot in the door. Before you even pull up onto the property, there is 10 cars ahead of you. And per Volkswagen, which is where I work, per Volkswagen, they expect you, well, not you, but they expect us as a dealership to be able to get services done within 30 minutes. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's unrealistic. I'm never going to tell you that a service is going to take 30 minutes or less, because it won't. And let me explain to you why. Oil changes and tire rotations. The way we do things at our dealership, while they're draining your oil, they're doing a complete complimentary inspection on your vehicle. They're looking at your brakes, they're looking at your tires, they're looking at your filters. Your filters, they have to undo the filter box, they have to pull your glove compartment down, they have to check the cabin filter, they're checking your fluids, they are checking everything that they can physically check that does not consist of going into your motor, into your fuel lines, into whatever else may be going on with your car, electrical. If they see a bulb out, they're going to document it. They're looking at all these things because it's a safety inspection. They want to make sure that you, as a person, are okay when you are driving your car down the road. If they see a nail in your tire, they're going to let you know. If they see wires on your tire showing, they are going to let you know. If your brake pads are metal to metal, they are going to let you know. But that takes time, because it takes them at least 20 to 30 minutes just to make sure that your vehicle is safe. They want to make sure that they are looking at every possible thing they can, and not because we're trying to make money, because we do truly care about your safety. And customers might not understand that, but I want you to, and that is why I want to do these little segments, because I want you guys to know that we truly do care about you. We build relationships with you. You are here every so many miles getting your car serviced with us. We want you to trust us. And we do these things where we take videos now, and it's great because it builds that trust. We take videos of what we find on your car and we text it to you. You open it, you watch the video, you're seeing what the technicians are seeing on your vehicle. If they see an oil leak, they're recording it, they're sending it to you, they're showing you where it's at. If they see that your brake pads are metal to metal, they're recording that, they're sending you the measurements, they're looking at it. If they're checking your alignment and see that your alignment is out and it's causing uneven wear on your tires, they're sending that to you. Why? Because number one, the alignments are going to overall help with the longevity of your tires. Per Volkswagen, they recommend your alignment be done every 30,000 miles. I live in not a crappy part of town, but the roads suck. I hit a pothole every time I come to work. At least 10. I'm gonna be honest. I don't pay attention half the time while I'm driving. So I have to get an alignment done every so often because I do knock my car out of alignment. And if you live in a part of town or you drive on these roads that are uneven and you hit potholes or whatever the case is, get an alignment. Or just ask for an alignment check every time you go in. Now, most dealerships nowadays, whenever you pull on the drive, you'll see these 2 black boxes on one side, and those will check your alignment for you. If you see those, ask your advisor, hey, does my alignment look okay? They'll tell you. But it takes time for those technicians to go over each individual car. And like I said, it's for your safety. It's to make sure that your vehicle is okay. It's to make sure that you're not going to run into some... Like I said, it's for your safety. It's to make sure that you're not going to run into any issues down the road. So, if an advisor or a technician is telling you that something needs to be handled as soon as possible, like I said, 9 out of 10 times it's probably for your safety. Now, if it's a cabin filter or if it's an engine air filter and it's dirty, granted, yes, you could probably wait. But I'm going to tell you one thing. It takes 2 seconds. It doesn't take up much of your time. And it's better to keep everything maintained. Especially, like, if you're driving like these fantastic European German cars, they are very particular. They're finicky, not finicky. That's a bad word for it. They're prissy. That would be a better word. Most of these German and European cars, they do not like aftermarket parts. I have seen it if you put like some weird off-brand air filter in it. It doesn't allow for, like, these cars all have turbos, so it doesn't allow for the proper air intake that it needs and the airflow that turbo needs, and you get turbo lag. Same thing with like aftermarket intakes. I know these sports German cars, people do it all the time, but I have seen it where it sucks up too much air and it causes a turbo lag and you don't get the full functionality of your vehicle. Now, yes, you can get these filters cheaper from your AutoZone, Autovance, you know, whatever, AutoZone, Advance, O'Reilly's, whatever, and you can do them, and that's fine. Just make sure you're getting the right one, and if you don't know which one you need, ask your advisor. They will be more than happy to tell you. I'm getting a little off topic and I just made it to work, so we gotta wrap this up a little bit. But like I said, 20-30 minutes inspection, draining your oil, and then after that it usually only takes them about 10-15 minutes to pop your oil back in your car, change your filter, do coolant top off, wash your fluid top off, put your air box back together from where they checked your engine air filter, and God forbid they replace your filters because you tell them to. Give them a couple minutes to go to parts, grab those filters, grab the stuff that you approved, come back, put it together, and then bring your vehicle back to you. Now, in a perfect world, I would love to say that 30-minute, 45-minute oil changes are normal, but they're not. If you go to a Quick Express, yes, those oil changes might only take a couple minutes. But they're not doing a safety inspection. They're not checking all your fluids and your filters and stuff like that. You're pulling in, they're changing your oil, you're leaving. If that's what you want, then those are the places for you. We here build customer relationships, and unfortunately, some people don't like that. Some people don't want you to talk to them while they're being serviced. Like, some people like that time to sit and read their book or sit and watch their TV show on their phone, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to force you into a relationship with me. I'm not that crazy. But I do want you to trust me, because when I tell you that something is wrong with your vehicle, I want you to believe me. I want you to believe my technicians who just spent all this time looking over your vehicle to make sure you're okay. They want you to have a vehicle that's safe. They want to help with the longevity of your vehicle, your tires, your brakes, all of it. So I just ask for trust. That's all I want, is I want trust. I want you to trust me when I tell you these things, because I've seen it over and over and over again. I've had people decline brakes that are metal to metal. They have no pads left. I've had customers who have called me and said, my brakes aren't working, and I was just there. Well, yes, you declined your brakes. You didn't want to fix them. You wanted to do them on your own, and that's your prerogative. But when I tell you that it's a safety concern, it's a safety concern, and that is why.